seed spacing. Now you can plant things in a traditional row. You can have a compact spacing, or you can do intensive spacing. These are three options, and we'll show the difference between each one of them. Your traditional spacing would look like this. This is like what the seed packages call for. This is what commercial agriculture does. Typically you have a row of crop, and then in between you have usually 18 inches between rows. And in this case I'm growing a crop like, say, lettuce that's maybe 6 inches apart down here, you can see. And from this side to this side we have 36 inches. And in this bed, which is about 5.5 feet long by 36 inches, 3 feet wide, we would have 36 plants. See that? But what if we were to make this into a bed and we left the 18-inch row on either side here, but in this middle 2 rows we just filled them up with plants? That would be a compact spacing, and it would look like this. Now notice, instead of 36 plants, we have 84 plants in the same amount of space. Now you still have 18 inches on either side to walk and to do your work and to reach into the bed and weed and harvest and so forth, but you have, in the same amount of space, a lot more plants. More efficient use of space. But it can be even more efficient than this, because if you notice, you got some little areas there in between the plants. So now we can go to the intensive spacing, and that's what this would look like. You kind of shift everything a little bit and move it over, and now you have 108 plants in the same amount of space that you before had 36. You see how it's much more efficient in using the space? And because these plants fill in and the leaves kind of touch each other, they shade the ground. Initially you have to do some weeding by hand, but later, because it shades the area, it suppresses the weeds, you have very little weed problem down the way.